A beautiful young girl lives with her mother and two lovely siblings. She helps her mother in the house chores, cooking and going running errands to the market, and taking care of her siblings when her mother goes to her business. But this 22-year-old girl fell in love with a boy in the village. The boy was a 27-year-old poor boy who lives in the village, doing minor jobs to survive. And his mom always questions the boy on why he was getting too close to her daughter. She doesn't like him and chases him away anytime she sees him around her house. But James still finds ways to meet Anna. They were deeply in love with each other. One fateful day, James came crying, telling Anna that he needed money to travel to the city. Anna was convinced to help him because she loved him. When her mom left for the market, she collected some money from her bag and gave it to James for him to travel to the city. When Anna's mom came back from the market, she found her money missing, which she found out that Anna took the money and gave it to James. Anna was scared that they were taking a wrong decision, but James assured her that he was going to go and then make a lot of money and come back for her for marriage. When she came back home, her mom was angry at her for the stupid decision she made and told her she will regret it someday. But Anna was blinded by her love for James and went to bid him farewell. They hugged and departed ways, and he kept on promising her he will come back for her. He was so happy as he arrived in the city and was thanking God for the opportunity. Months turned to years as Anna waited for the return of James. James started hustling in the streets and he was adapting well with the city life. He was able to raise funds and started his own business, selling of building materials. And he was doing well for himself. One day James met a beautiful lady in the city. She was his spec, and she lived in his neighborhood. They came across each other and became friends. Their energy matched and was vibing so fast and eventually fell in love. Meanwhile, Anna was still waiting for James to come back to her. James, who was now enjoying his newfound life, forgot all about Anna and the promise he made to her. Anna's mom was angry at Anna for still slacking off, waiting for James instead of her to move on with her life. Anna tired after waiting, and she began giving up on James since it's 5 years already. She started going out and doing things she used to do before. One faithful day, while she was walking, a handsome guy stopped her and her friend and asked her out. She rejected his proposal and walked away on multiple occasions. The young man was a carpenter and he was doing well for himself in the village. He continued to talk to her, convincing her on how much he cares about her. He even came to her house to help with her chores and gave her money for upkeep. Anna was impressed and she decided to accept him, believing that James has abandoned her. James, on the other side, was happy with his new city girl. He did everything for her. He was madly in love with the city girl, and he got married to her years later, giving her half of what he owned as his wife. And she got pregnant after some months and gave birth to 2 kids. While Anna agreed to marry her village lover, he proposed and she said yes, and they got married. Got pregnant the following month. Things turned around for James as he found out that his kids are not his after a DNA test. His wife filed for a divorce and demanded half of his wealth, which was signed in the court wedding. Then she took the kids and left James for her secret lover with half of James' wealth. James was devastated and left in shreds. He couldn't stay in the city anymore and saw the city girls as scums. He decided to travel back to the village with the remaining money he had and ask Anna to marry him. When he arrived at village, he went straight to see Anna, but he was shocked to see her married with 2 beautiful kids. He started begging for her forgiveness, but Anna's husband was not having it. She forgave him and told him that she has moved on and happy with her family. James walked away feeling lost. He lost his first love, his wife, children and wealth. He chose the wrong side of life.